Okay.
Okay.
And we're
back. Now,
Full House Part 2.
Okay.
The grumpy look. Holy moly.
Okay. I just made
Lasers,
another video on, why I love hypnosis. Why should you? So I just did that, and I just thought of a whole bunch of other stuff.
Laser to make sure you watch that you see what happens immediately.
Anyway, now when you do that, I can't think at all of where I'm supposed to be going.
Your brain.
That's what the laser did. Yeah. Okay.
The question came up. Why?
Yeah.
So what's so good about hypnosis? Why would that? You turned it over. Why? How does that work in terms of a disorder or a disease?
Oh, hypnosis. Just about the hypnosis, right?
Yes.
Right. So hypnosis can remove blockages to healing.
What kind of blockages?
Well, there's all kinds of blockages.
Emotional blockages.
There's more than just emotional. Okay. It can remove more blockages than emotional. But emotional are sort of the biggest deal to remove. Because whenever you're angry or whenever you're depressed or whenever you're feeling whatever, it'll compound whatever your illness or whatever let's say pain in the body will be increased, all those kind of things, right? So when doctors attempt to do that, they give you prescription, right?
They give you side effects.
And well, not always, but yes, they could create side effects.
Will create side effects.
Well, we might disagree on that. It's not always. You can't say, I never say never, I never say always. So anyway, but
you just did.
It's like the dog and pony show. So where was I?
I would say that the biggest component to a disorder in the body is an emotional disturbance.
Mostly, yes.
And the mind lives in the emotional world.
Yes, sure does.
The medicine tends to live in the conscious world.
Okay, so in other words, when you go to a doctor to get a diagnosis, they have to either do tests.
You've got hair in your glasses. Do that.
No wonder I can't think, hey?
Yeah, my hair's too tight.
Here, I don't.
My hair's too tight, that's why you can't think.
See, now again, he does this purposely, to make me look bad.
When you go to a doctor.
Yeah.
Well, you started this.
No, when you go to a doctor and you want a diagnosis, something's bad, something's hurting, something whatever. So to do that, they either take blood tests and then they send you off for tests. And then they have to come back and compare it to something else. They can't diagnose anything till they've really checked everything out. But the mind, not the conscious mind. No, not the conscious mind can't do it.
Or the hypnotist.
Or the hypnotist. We can't do anything either. We don't know anything either. So it's about when we, especially in Simpson Protocol, we access that part of your mind that knows or can attach to anything and feel and sense and know anything.
So what you're saying is your mind, a person's higher mind,
yes, a higher
or the
mind.
whole mind,
yes,
knows probably almost everything that's happening.
Almost everything that's needed to know.
Seems to always want to move towards an optimum outcome. So,
its natural bent is to get to perfection, even though it's a slight impossibility.
But a doctor doesn't know. He knows an ideal. We want you better, but he doesn't know what the best way to do that is.
Yeah.
Because the nature of being human beings.
Yeah.
But the higher mind can do that in hypnosis, which is why hypnosis is quite powerful.
Yeah.
And interesting.
We've
and you
seen
can
it many
debate
times already.
Well, that's why it's evidence-based. It's just because you do it.
Yeah, that's
and the other thing that I think is important, and you bring out this a lot, that you want to get on your team in terms of
something I rant about, isn't it? Mm-hmm.
All the time.
So when you go to the doctor, or anything in life, huh?
Yeah, in life,
why
wait till you get to surgery?
Yes, we're talking about the but if you are going for a medical thing, remember, I'm always telling you, I teach you free self-hypnosis. At least do that so you can optimize anything that's happening. But all in all, it's better if you get on your own team with that and don't just go to the doctor and expect to give them a pill and it'll be fixed. You need a different attitude.
So what do you mean by getting on your own team?
Exactly what I mean is start doing something. Become responsible for yourself.
Well, the other thing you mentioned is, let's say, if we're going more extreme, pre and post-op.
Yeah.
Let's say it's a surgery or something. All surgery and all anything in a hospital tends to be trauma. It tends to be trauma and invasive. because what happens is the body is there to protect itself and to try and maintain healing. You go in some places, somebody starts cutting with a knife or even putting in a syringe in, the body's going, what the heck's happening? And it's going to resist.
Mhm.
So the doctors are always fighting your body.
Yes, what we need is your mind to join the doctor
Yes, say
and
this,
stop fighting.
make it the optimum outcome. So that, of course, increases the speed of the healing.
Yes,
And actually, quite often, if you listen to
it
some of your
lessens the trauma.
programs on Hypnosis Everywhere,
Yeah.
because you had a lot of medical hypnosis on there,
Mhm.
that people will a week before start doing hypnosis, and when they go there, the surgery is minor compared to what they thought was going to happen because the body already did a lot of the healing.
Well, just in a simple form. Let's say I remember a girl that she was so afraid of needles. Now, they need to put a needle in you to have the teeth done or bones cut, whatever. So what happens when your whole body just stiffens up like this and they give you a needle? It hurts like hell, right? It's doing that. But if you haven't readdressed those issues, whatever that blockage is, and she could, her family was very surprised that there was just no, like, oh yeah, here, take my blood, it's okay, you know?
Yeah. Of course, you can even do
So-
it in terms of dental. Of course, you can do it so where you do not need.
You don't
anesthetic.
even need the anesthetic. But, you know, if some people, some dentists would say, oh, we'd like to give you a little bit anyway, because they're not sure, right? So, but mostly, you can easily learn to do that. It's something that we teach you to do.
And you can get you can learn a lot of it from self-hypnosis.
Yes,
And free self-hypnosis.
yes,
And our little laser guy here,
Yeah.
also helps in that in terms of health,
yes.
overall health,
It
and
helps
healing,
with
of course.
teeth, too. I got back to teeth again.
She's a teeth thing.
No, seriously, remember
Mhm.
he had a tooth that was going to have to be pulled. His dad was a dentist.
It whitens your teeth.
His dad was a dentist, and he wanted him to pull that tooth because it was dangerous and it would get toxic stuff and all that kind of stuff. So he started using a laser and kept improving and improving and improving till finally it actually grew its own bone back, which
Ma-
the dentist thought was strange. And he said to him, oh, you know, the body does grow the bone.
Who else grows bones? But the body,
Nobody
your
but the body. And after that, they didn't have to pull the tooth.
Anyway, we wanted to just cover that,
Yeah.
though. The mind will works on the emotional level. The emotional level causes the most disturbance in your life, including physical.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why hypnosis works. And you can do it proactive because the mind will know beforehand anything happening physically.
Yeah.
And lasers help,
Yeah.
additionally, if you choose. But hypnosis is the key to that.
Yes.
However, you are now flogging your proactive health program.
Flog.
That if you go to that simpsonprotocol.com/lasers we mentioned in the last video
Mm-hmm.
and get information on lasers, if you go there and mention you saw this video, you'll give them one free proactive health session.
If they
buy the laser, when
if they buy the laser, we'll do a session with you and teach you how to do it in self-hypnosis
and then you
after
can do it yourself.
with
Yeah.
your own lasers.
Awesome stuff. Okay, good.
Mhm.
We have explained everything.
I think so.
Everything is clear.
But maybe we'll have to talk about something different next time.
We can go now.
Can we? Okay. Bye.